Drag Story Hour for disabled children in NYC stormed by protesters.
I told you something better, Jamal.
Protesters trying to shut down a reading event geared toward neurodiverse children at a New York City public library branch were met by a wall of counter-protesters. The standoff over Drag Story Hour event, a popular national storytelling program where drag performers read children's books at libraries, schools, and bookstores, took place outside the Andrew Heiskell Braille and Talking Book Library in Manhattan's Chelsea neighborhood on Saturday. The event was billed as, quote, story time with local drag performers adapted to be more accessible to kids with autism and other disabilities, end quote. Saturday's protest was just the latest in a string of standoffs across the country from a fringe movement targeting drag events over unsubstantiated allegations of grooming. The group protesting on Saturday brought handmade signs covering a spectrum of issues, with messages protesting everything from fascism to grooming to gender identity. New York City Council member Eric Botcher shared images and videos online of the protesters. A representative of the New York Public Library said the event went on as planned and added that the library would continue to offer programs supporting diverse voices. The representative said, quote, this is particularly important at this moment when we are seeing a rise of hate and violence targeting LGBTQ plus communities, end quote. And here we go again.
I used to live in New York and I remember Chelsea being gay. What happened? Like, what happened?
It's not people from Chelsea.
No, it's not.
It's people coming in from Texas and Florida and, other places around the country who don't share the values of people who live in Chelsea.
With their handmade signs with who knows how many spelling errors.
Exactly.
They've never actually been in the library.
But here we go. You're talking about neurodiverse and disabled children. It's so hard
kids with
for them
autism,
to
like, how dare you?
And it's so hard for those kids to connect.
Yes.
And if they can connect with the drag queens because they're colorful and they're fun.
Yeah.
And now you want to take that away. I mean, I'm just so sick of the word grooming.
Me too. Me too.
I don't even want to say a dog groomer.
You know what? Right. You know what I did think of, because you were saying let it be a better story, right? For some reason in my mind when you were reading the story, it popped up the visions of when Black people were trying to go to school in the 50s. People were yelling and screaming, and they were like violent and physical and threatening, and you know what, we got by that, right? And I love that the New York City library system said, we're going to continue to.
That's the good news in the story.
Right?
Right.
The library
and that's what we really have to do. We
You're
have
right.
to just keep moving forward because things will change, but not if we don't we have to keep.
We keep pushing.
Yeah.
Keep pushing. It happens at a snail's pace, but it has to be.
Yeah, I mean, the 50s weren't that long ago. Some of the things went on like in my lifetime, I've seen amazing, and I'm not that old. I mean, and so it's like a lot can happen in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
Nothing happens if.
And let me tell you, New Yorkers are tough. Even a New York librarian
can mess you up. Say it.
Right.
LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ plus community.